Hey basketball players, today I'm going to be breaking down Kyrie Irving and how he is able to play so good on offense in the NBA. These are all skills that you can use and moves that you can use as well. So let's get down to the clipboard. Let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so first what we're going to have is Kyrie Irving. He is driving on his defender. He's going to do a fantastic Euro step. Now, this is a move that he has used multiple times, and he has made it his own. Now, let me show you what I mean. So when he takes his last step, which is that left foot, he brings that ball around over top of the defender's arms. He takes his first step there, takes his second step, and he's able to go up for that layup. Now, that all was created back earlier when he was driving towards the defender. Now, in a layup, a regular layup, you pick up the ball with your left foot, you take a right step and a left step, and then you go up for your layup. And you can do this in any direction that you would like. And because of that, he's able to then change directions on his first step, which is something that many players don't do. They usually wait until the second step. Now, because of that, he's able to change directions and really confuse the defender. And by lifting that ball over top of the defender's arms, he is able to now evade the defender and go in for that layup. Now, a really good move that he uses again is the spin move. So he crosses over the ball and he almost beats his defender. Now, he plants that right foot, and when he spins, that's his first step, that's his second, and now he can go up with that shot. And because of that footwork, where he plants that inside foot and spins 1-2, he's able to go up for that layup or that shot. This is a move that you can use yourself. This is a fantastic breakdown. Now, why did he spin into his defender? Let me explain that to you right now. So he spins into his defender because his defender is moving in that direction. So if he was to spin in that direction, he would be essentially just spinning into his defender, quite literally. However, by spinning back in the direction where his defender was, his defender now blows by him, and he's able to get an open shot because of that. So now in this move, we've got a player who's setting a screen for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving could have easily just used that screen, but what he notices is that this defender is starting to cut off the ability for him to use that screen. So he needs to go in the other direction. Now, a quick, great move that Kyrie Irving does here. He is a really herky-jerky type of player. However, what we see here is he will drive towards that defender, which was the original defender for that guy. Now, by attacking this player, he is now bringing him out and still bringing his player out to double team him. Now, of course, he's doing a fancy move, whatever it may be, but the move that we're really looking at right here is he brings that ball up and he's looking in that direction. By bringing the ball up and over his head into his shooting pocket, what he's doing is faking full circle and into his shooting pocket. What he's doing is a fake pass without even actually making a fake pass. Now, because of that, that makes his defender go up into the air. That's the defender who's now on him. The other player is just going to be going over to Horford because, of course, he's an okay shooter. But this player is now off into the air, which now means that if Kyrie Irving shoots fast enough, this player now needs to come out and recover quick enough to be able to block that shot, which is not going to happen. Now, another great move that you can do as a player is if you've got a player coming up on your team who's setting a screen for you. What you can do is a fake, essentially, usage of that screen. So you can cross over the ball in that direction and bring it back and attack the opposite direction. This is a great skill to have because if you're running it with a coach who runs what I like to run, which is a read and react type of offense, which means that if you drive the ball, you're going to draw a double team, you can kick the ball out and get an open shot. So by knowing that, what you're going to have now is the ability to cross up and bring the ball over. Now, that defender has already tried to fight through that screen. And because of this, what you're doing now is you're going to be able to attack that rim. Now, what we see here is we now have a triangle of three players. Kyrie Irving has the ability to pass to two of them. he could kick the ball out. That's not going to happen. This guy's not deep enough. It could happen, but it would have to be on behind him. Next, this guy's defender is now cutting off Kyrie Irving. So the logical decision is to pass to him. However, you can also attack the rim, but again, this guy is massive, so the better choice here is to pass the ball and finish with a dunk with Tristan Thompson. So this next move is just a great move. This is just his smarts. This isn't talking about some fancy crossover that he has done. This is all 100% basketball IQ. He receives the ball on a fast break. He literally has nobody in front of him, but he gives up the ball. Why is that? The reason is he is facing this direction. It's going to take time to turn around and attack the rim, especially when he's got two defenders coming back down on him. And depending on how the referee is, that could be a third defender. Anyways, I digress. What he's going to do here is, of course, this is a fancy pass, but he's going to pass the ball off to LeBron. And what he misses out on doing is if he was able to stop faster, he could have actually set a screen on Dennis Schroeder. And now, if he was to set that screen on Dennis Schroeder, he would have allowed there to be only one defender on LeBron. However, the reason why you want to do this is not to set a screen on Schroeder and allow LeBron to go one-on-one. The reason why you want to do this is because LeBron has full steam ahead while you are facing the wrong direction. So you would have to waste time and turn. By dropping the ball off to LeBron, it gives him the ability to finish with a basket, in this case an and-one layup. So this next move is what I like to call a read and react type of offense. This is something that a lot of players don't learn how to do, and this is something that you should learn how to do as a player. So, if you don't know what it is, definitely make sure to check out some of the plays. Even though they're for coaches, players need to understand plays as well. And read and react is a major part of basketball. Understanding after you use a screen, you can attack the rim. When you attack the rim, if you attack the paint, whether it be against a zone or a man-to-man defense, you are going to probably attract help defenders. So by attracting a help defender, which is this guy right there, what you're going to do is now have a player open. In this case, that player over there, it looks like Horford, but I could be wrong. So he kicks the ball out. Now, he does get that shot off, and he does make the shot. However, if Giannis Antetokounmpo was to go out and defend that shot instead of this player who has the ball here now needs to understand he needs to make the extra pass over to him so that he can have the open shot. So this is not just point guard skills where if you drive, you need to have two options, scoring or passing out, because that's the two major options that you're going to have as a point guard. When you drive, you're either looking to score or pass. In my opinion, you should know how to do both, and you should be looking to do both. And if that's the case, you will be able to then attack or kick the ball out for a three. Now, this last and final move that I'm going to break down is a great move that you can do. Now, if you've got a player who's coming up and setting a screen, and you have a player who's defending you who's cheating, and what I mean by cheating is he's getting back on his heels, or if he's already trying to go underneath the screen, what you can do is you can pull up for a three-point shot. Now, this is what happens on Kawhi Leonard, which is obviously one of the better players in the NBA and probably one of the better defenders in the world, but he gets caught off guard. He's on his heels. He's watching that screen. Because what the Raptors do a lot of the time is they just play what's called switch defense, which just means that they're going to switch. He uses that screen. Pascal Siakam comes out. Because generally speaking, the Raptors can guard, most of their players can guard any position. And if you're a coach, that's a great strategy to have. But you can sometimes get caught in this issue, in which is players get lazy and say, yeah, you're just going to switch off, whatever. I'll go underneath the screen. I'll cut off the roller. I'll just get lazy like Kawhi Leonard is in this play. But basically gets caught off guard and has a three hit on him. So as a player, you have to understand, hey, I've got enough room to jack up this shot. If this player's on his heels, which we see here, then we're just going to jack up that shot and get that shot. And that's a strategy that you can use as a player or as a coach. Really, you can explain to your players how to do that kind of a move. If the opponent's defense is getting lazy, you can do things like that. Anyways, go check out my vertical jump training book in the link in the description below. I know it's going to help you a ton. And if you have liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe, go check out one of my other videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video coming out very soon. I post 2 times technically, 3 times a day.